now that beast is done, we are going to be onto this bad boy, the Type X. So I'm not going to get into it now, but we've got a whole bunch of plans, and the paint prep's starting this week on it. Keeping it the genuine 326 white, which is gangster. I actually didn't even realise that this bonnet is, I think it's genuine D-Max carbon fibre. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't only notice because this little chip in the corner here is carbon fibre, which is gangster. So it's a little bonus. But yeah, just need to get seats, clean up some wiring in the back there. Yeah, got to get this manifold back on with a turbo and get this thing off to Dr. Drift for a tune-up. See how much power it makes. See how much you can wake this thing up. But for now, I just want to go through some of the parts we've got. So stoked to get these seats. I haven't been able to find any bucket seats for some reason. I managed to grab this pair, which will go in the guest driver car, the 32 up the back there. So we're going to start some work on that, get the wheels on it. I've got a livery organised by Bling Designs, which this thing's going to look absolutely gangster, pretty much aligned with our new merch drop, like the new designs that we've got, which is a cool little theme we've got going. So we'll try and drop both of them at the same time. And then all these parts, already opened up one of the boxes, but yeah, so we've got, to start off, the harnesses. We've got 6-point harnesses from Zoo Performance, Zoo Parts Online, which is cool. They do, cheap FIA approved 6-point harnesses. So they'll suit the pinky bits for the 32. Good harnesses. Here, Sleeka Spares. I'm going to struggle one-handed, but I've got the blade here. Got this bad boy, try and get it open. We've got a adjustable cam gear. I'll either use for the... Oh, God dang. Struggle's real. Give me 1 sec. Try and put this down. So, wrapped up this bad boy. They wrapped it up nice. Jump on Sleeka Spares if you need some good parts. Those poor cunnies just got broken into recently and had heaps of stuff stolen, which is sad, but I think luckily they've got insurance to cover that sort of stuff, hopefully. But either way, still support them. They're in SA. They've been drifting for years too, so yeah. So hit them up. Thanks for the sticker guy, Sleeka Spares. Let's get this thing out. So we got an adjustable cam gear for the, either the 32 or the 33. I do have a G-ready one already to go on the 33 for the upgrades, but we'll have a suss which one's better. I think they're much of a muchness. Just one thing you don't want to be shit when you with your timing gear, especially on an interference motor, the old RB20 or RB25. If these things slip and your timing goes off, your piston will smack into your valves and stuff, which is definitely not what you want. This thing looks mint. Pretty straightforward. OS. Turn this camera out. OS Geekin. Gangster. Got an OS Geekin in the clutch in the 33, so maybe this can go on the 33, we'll see. Doesn't really matter, still do the same job, but apparently Dr. Drift reckons these on the exhaust timing, you're like dialing them in with these, you can gain a fair bit of response. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes with the whole new setup. Those parts, so actually some of the turbo stuff, the hot side, it should arrive this week, which I'm really excited because I put off getting that stuff for ages. So I'm really keen to get that all cracking. Probably don't need to open this, is probably the same. Yeah, same harness, pink harness. Side. We've got a bunch of wheel nuts, from Gktech. So just black extended wheel nuts, 17mm. suit Nissan. So I got black, and perp. Probably put the perps on the 32. Keep that theme going. And then some spacers for the Nug 33 to get the ABS wheels sitting pretty. Some solid engine mounts for my car, RB25 solid engine mounts, GK Dizzle. Other goodies, some adjustable arms. So for the Nug 33 camber arms, not going to pull them out of the full packet, but that's them. I'm pretty certain these are tail lights. I'll try and open up these if I'm down again. So, as you probably might have seen, the 33 is a bit worse for wear on the behind from getting a bit too keen on some walls. So I need to clean that bad boy up. I need to get a porta power, pump it out. Yeah, so tail lights. I need to pump it out, so I actually need some fresh tail lights. So these ones, they're cheap. They're like it's been drilled holes in water in them and a bit cracked and stuff. I think the other one's a bit better condition. Yeah, this one's a bit nicer. So not bad. She'll do the job. Get them in there. Wrap them the same colour, and I can push it. At least I can push out the rear to where it needs to go with some fresh tail lights. And then finally, I want to get this box on the ground. Got the max speed coilovers, the Nug coilovers for the Nug 33. Really excited to try out these shitty coilovers. It's going to be really funny to see if they're any good, because I've driven on all types like Truckworks, the G-Ready and the R33. So, I mean, I should be able to tell, like in comparison. I know the one shitty thing about these coilovers is that they are a 8-10 kilogram spring rate, which is, I'd always go 8.6 for Skylines. They're just a nice firm ride, and when you adjust damper, you can either have them really stiff or nice and soft for street use or for a bit more grip. These things will probably be their softest setting, and they'll probably be stiff or too stiff, so we'll see. I've heard that maybe 1 in 10 of these they can knock, apparently, from the factory, so their quality control obviously isn't the greatest, but I'm guessing they just smash them out through China. But either way, it's a bolt-in coilover. I couldn't find anything else at the moment. I was trying to find something for a decent price to chuck in it. So if these are shit and something pops up, then I'll just replace them. But if they do the job, I'm sure they will for a beginner, which is what we're setting up the car for. Yeah, let's have a suss. Probably open them upside down. Yeah, I'd definitely open them upside down, but rip it out. So, there they are. Full shot. I mean, they're new. They look the part. Ugly ass mustard colour. Like, why would you do such a thing? Apparently they're damper adjustable. I don't know how they're damper adjustable. I don't know if you have to. A little doodle on the top. It clicks. Probably doesn't do anything, but it clicks. What else? Let's see if the spring rate says anything. Yeah, so 8 kilogram there for the front. What does it say? Max speeding rolls. Interesting. Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, base height adjustable. Hopefully we can slam it on them. Otherwise, they'll be for the bin, because I definitely want to get some good lows out of this 33, being a track car. Yeah, I don't know. They're definitely coilovers. Just depends if they work or not. God dang, that looks nasty. It'll work. Oh, it's oily AF. They put fucking anal lube in there or something. Already knocky from the box. No, not really, it's just because they're loose. Yeah, 10 kilo. Upside down. 10 kilo. Phew. Well, I'll have to chuck them in. Come with some brochures. Customer service card. Don't care. What's this? I don't want to look at your other products. Alright, sweet. So we'll chuck them in during the week. Get that started. Paint's also getting prepped on that thing. Then we're going to take it off once we get the tail shaft in that we picked up. Gonna obviously test it out. Make sure it's all sweet, and then we can drop the coilovers in it and see when the wheels are done. And yeah, a few more things to do. Cam's going to get the exhaust started and the intercooler piping on that, and we're going to lock the diff and put the arms in. Heaps of shit to do, but yeah, that'll be this week's job. Get right into it. FML, just got to the factory, brought the bike down to pick up the jump starter. Got her on charge now because I need to bring the Merc back home, because for the 50th time a neighbour's reported me. Dogs. So now I've got to go bring it back to the factory because the car's been defective for probably the 5th time in the past 2 months, I reckon. Maybe 6. I reckon it could be 6th time actually. I'll have to go through the 100 defects in the glove box, but got to bring it back and probably do something about it. Probably clear. I think I only have to clear. I think I need to get the one roadworthy, and I can clear the whole thing because club permit, for some reason the defects don't show up, but you don't get fined either, so you can't really go wrong. It's just been parked out there getting multiple defects by whoever's sooking in my street about the gangsterness of it. But yeah, one good thing, on a good note, some parts have arrived for the 33, which is gangster. So I'm going to go through them while I'm here. Alright, so here we have some things. I reckon this is my gangster gauges that I ordered that I'm testing out. How can I put this down somewhere? These things are so awkward. Alright, I'm going to put this in the yard. You sit there. Sit there, dog. Alright, there she is. So I reckon this is my gauges from secret supplier, actually. Can't give it away. I'm looking at bringing these in because they are an essential mod on all drift cars. So I got 3 of them, a couple of different colours to see which ones I like. Interesting packaging, but basically I want to sell these to put on people's cars, or just sell them cheap because they're sick gauges and they're essential. But basically, well, it's tiny, pretty small. Koso, interesting. So it's basically a actually comes with a nice little sensor too. All right, I'm gonna drop the camera. So it even comes with some ghetto wiring. Well, it's a little double-sided sticky thing, but pretty cool little setup. So basically just a little digital gauge. Tells you the water temp, and it comes with the little thing, sensor. Yep, all wired up, ready to go. Just need to give it positive and negative off the accessories. And yeah, I can't remember which color this one is, but there's blue and red. These things are sick, so I'm going to test them out before I get bulk of them and sell them on. But these are essential for drifting because basically if you don't know what your water temp is, you're walking off the stock gauge, you have no idea what temps you're at. So you basically digital, you can know exactly how hot it is, how quickly it's getting hot, and how fast it's cooling down, which is perfect. And you can run 2 of them, so you know what before the radiator is and after. I always run it after the radiator, so I know what temperature the water's getting back into the motor. I'm just trying to find the other part of it. Oh, here it is. So hopefully, so I've got this one. That's the wrong size sensor, but yeah, you can probably run the sensor into the factory. I've got to test and see what thread the factory spot is. Otherwise, you can just run one of these little sensor inline bloody rad hose fangs, and that way you can run your water sensor, and you're laughing. But yeah, so got a few of them, which is sick. Can't wait to try them out. And onto the next thing. Guessing it's a steering wheel for the 32. These are bloody hard to find these days, especially in good condition. I don't know how good the condition of this one is. It looked semi-decent, and it's not the exact colour I wanted as well to match the one in the 33, but I still rate it. Oh, got that. Seriously, unwrapping things with one hand is a dog. I need to get some sort of mount. Get open. Alright, should be able to get out. And I don't know if you can tell what it is yet. Probably can. Seriously. I mean, I'm glad he taped it up this way. This is a gold. There you have it. Genuine Nardi. Smooth leather, just how I like them. Ooh, a little bit nasty on the back. Needs a good little clean up, but actually the leather's really good condition, which is sick. No tears or anything. Still feels nice and solid and smooth. So that'll be going into 32. So trying to get the 32 as identical as I can to this, because it feels amazing. Yeah, gangster. I've got all the boss kit and everything for it to suit. What else do I need in this? Oh yeah, that's right, I need to measure it, because the guy didn't tell me exactly what it was, which is a pain, but it looks pretty much the same. Very simple to measure. Get it on the edge, close, and gangster. 355, which I think, yeah, has exactly what I've got in the 33, which is perfect. Stoked. Drop that back. But always on the lookout for more, because it's hard to find nice conditioned ones of them. I love those wheels. Best feeling wheel, in my opinion, by far. Love them. Let's see. Alright, now this one is the most gangster package of all. So stoked about this one. So let's open this boy up. So I just removed some addresses and invoices and pre-cut the tape just to make this easier. And ooh, here we have upgraded parts of the 33. Some full gangster stuff. So in these boxes, I don't have to open it. So we have Turbo Smart. 40mm external gate. I can't remember if it's Pro Gate or what did it say? Comp Gate. So 40mm with a 14 psi spring. Apparently, I did ask. Oh no, yeah, they wrote 20 psi. I did ask for 20 psi spring. So I don't know if they've changed them, or I'll have to double check that. But so 2 of those gates for twin gangsterness. aside. And the other one, yeah, 20 psi Gate 40, sick. Some Golebys part stickers, pretty cool. Cheers. And pull apart. Ooh, is read that 6 boost tangs. I've missed my 6 boost on the 1J WAG, so I needed some raspy thangs and responses for this, which is gangster. Oh, that's heavy. Oh. Got full. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's also pretty sure they're ceramic coated. Yeah, these things sound the best. I'm not sure if you've heard 6 boost before, but they produce the most raspy sounds possible. But twin gates is sick, and the plan for it is to run the 240mm gates into a wire piece and run them out the bonnet. As you can see, I've already drawn on here, but I want to run quad screamers out the bonnet in line, pretty much probably along that line, depending how it works. Might be on the inside, might be on the outside, but I want to see quad flames shooting out that with all the raspy noises. It's going to be sick. So that's that. Can you come with anything else? Oh, came with head studs and bolts and a Norris gasket, which is cool. A bonus. Must be a 6 boost tank. I think I've actually got some studs that need to be pulled out that are snapped in the head, which ain't fun. Get old mate Thread Doctor out. But yeah, that's today's parts, which is gets me super keen to get this thing up and running and tuned again by old mate Dr. Drift and make all the responses and powers. Actually, I did bring some turbos home. Well, not home, back to the factory from home. So the plan is, all the stash parts in here. I've got the Hypergear, you can't really see, it's a bit dark, but Hypergear TD06 SL205, and I've got the 8cm and 10cm rear housing. So the plan is to run 8cm just for retarded amounts of response, and the G-Ready exhaust cam. That combo with the, so I forgot to mention that it's twin pulse. Not that the exhaust housing for the turbo is twin scroll, but apparently it adds mad flows and more response. So I'm just pretty much going for the response fucking master in this thing to be the ultimate practice battle machine, and for just local things. Hopefully I get a chance to do the battle royale, my own competitions, but for the first at least year or so it'll just be refining that system and getting it perfect and getting people taught on how it works so they can run it in the future. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'll just do whatever I can. I do plan to run semi-slicks on this, as they are fitted up on the gram lights over there. So we'll see. We'll just pretty much adventure around Oz in this thing and thrash the shit out of it, basically. Have some fun. So yeah, that's it for another day.